Dear black sheep, I carried your name for years like a shadow stitched into my skin. Black sheep, the outlier, too sensitive, too deep, too emotional, too much, too different to belong comfortably in the pastures built by fear and familiarity. The one who asked questions when others accepted answers. The one whose heart wandered beyond the fences when everyone else seemed content to live within. Black sheep, I never chose a name, but eventually I wore it. Because when enough people tell you that you're different, you begin to wonder if different itself is a flaw. So I tried to belong. I learned the choreography of fitting in. I softened my edges, muted my wonder, swallowed my questions, and traded authenticity for approval. And all along, I called it love. I compressed galaxies into polite conversations. I learned how to sit quietly at tables where only pieces of me were welcome. And yet, no matter how hard I tried, something within me refused to disappear. Beneath the surface, a wild, radiant, untamed part of my soul that kept whispering, there is more. More life, more truth, more color, more of you. For years, I thought my struggle was that I didn't belong. Now I see something different. I loved them, but I simply could not become them. And for a long time, I confused those two things. I thought honoring my family meant repeating them. I thought loyalty meant conformity. I thought belonging required becoming smaller than I was created to be. But love was never asking that of me. Somewhere along the way, I realized I was never a black sheep at all. I was a rainbow sheep in a world that only trusted monochrome. The colors they misunderstood were never signs of rebellion. They were signs of life, the curiosity, the creativity, the intuition, the longing for deeper waters, and the desire to walk a path that did not already exist. These were not defects to overcome, they were fingerprints of the divine, evidence of the artistry woven into my soul long before anyone else had language for it. Perhaps the reason I felt different was not because something was wrong with me. Perhaps it was because I was carrying colors others had not learned to see. And perhaps many who are called black sheeps are simply people who arrive carrying a different shade of light. Not everyone will understand the road you walk. Some will call it rebellion because they cannot see the invitation. Some will call it wandering because they cannot see the shepherd leading. Some will call it selfishness because they have never witnessed someone choosing authenticity over approval. But different is not the same as lost. The shepherd never searched for you because you were too far gone. The shepherd searched for you because somewhere along the way you wandered away from your own reflection. You forgot your colors. You forgot your voice. You forgot the beautiful soul beneath all the labels. So this letter is not an apology for being different. It is a homecoming to the child who felt too much, to the teenager who felt misunderstood, to the adult who grew tired of shrinking, to the soul who mistook her brightness for a burden. You do not need to earn your colors anymore. Wear them. Let your joy be vivid. Let your tenderness breathe. Let your curiosity lead. Let your voice fill the space where silence once lived. The rainbow was never a mistake. It was a promise, a reminder that God has always delighted in diversity, creativity, beauty, and expression. The flock never needed another sheep who blended in. It needed one brave enough to remember her colors. The black sheep was never the problem. She was simply the first one willing to step beyond the familiar fence and discover the meadow beyond it. And when she returned, she carried something precious back with her: permission. Permission for others to become themselves too. A light that reminds wandering hearts that God still paints in color. Love, the rainbow sheep who finally came home.